up, guys? Today's a no-face stream. Just kidding. That'd be kind of gnarly. I'm trying a different lighting setup though in the van. I feel like it's not as harsh. It's a little bit more vibey. I think we're rocking and rolling. What up, Justin? Eric, thank you for the 20, man. That's a pre-stream donation. That's gnarly. Sorry I missed the stream last week. Here today, dude. You don't gotta be sorry. And 5 gifted. Eric is just coming out firing, dude. That is sick. Thank you, Eric. What's going on, Chin? What's going on, Regina, Jeff, Logan, Matt Edwards, Connor Henderson, Roberto, Jesse. I kind of like this setup. It's a little softer. How are all of our levels? You guys hear the music? Maybe a little bit more in the music. I prefer long hair over short. I like long hair better. It's definitely more annoying sometimes, but I think long hair suits me. Right now my hair is really long, but yeah, short hair I kind of look weird. I look weird either way, but those are perfect. Eric says I ain't using it for skiing. Might as well be you. Oh man, I thought you guys were supposed to get some snow like now, this weekend. What's good, Adarsh, Jennings, Michael Schwartz, Jack Lukach? Love your vids. Thank you. Matt, I totally forgot there was a stream tonight. We should be back on the Wednesday evening streams, unless otherwise noted. What's your favorite resort in Washington State? I do not know. I've never skied in Washington. Lindsay Rosneck says, when are you ripping Mammoth again? Probably not until the springtime if I get back there. I don't have any plans, immediate plans to go back to Mammoth, so. Kevin Cross says, new Armada attire. I've had this fleece for a little while now, but it's probably one of my favorite things I own. It's reversible, which is dope. So it's nice. It's a nice layer for the winter time. Ben McMillan, thanks for a Canada trip. It was amazing work. Keep it up. Greetings from Camas. What up, Ben? Just down the road. I'm in Utah right now. Well, I'll be coming to a basin. I don't know. I don't really have any plans for it, but maybe I'll make a trip out there in March. I've never tried Moment skis. Any plans to make it to Tahoe? No immediate plans to go back there right now. Excited to come to Mount Bachelor. Yes, I should be a Bachelor very soon. First live I'm catching. Love the content. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to everyone in here. I'm showing around 200 people, so welcome, guys. Say what up. Say where you have, where you're skiing from or whatever, man. Even if you're not a skier, it don't matter. I have a reminder on my phone so I don't forget to stream. That's what's up, dude. Have you skied Whitefish? I have not. What up, Weeks, Evan? Just missed you in Revelstoke. I will be back in Revelstoke actually pretty soon. Plan is around February like 8th and 9th. I should be back at Revelstoke. Love your videos. First time for a live stream. What up, Nathan? Going out to ski Alta and the Bird. On the extra day, should we ski Solitude or Pall Mall? Pall Mall is kind of a cool experience. I feel like if you ski Alta and the Bird, you might feel a little bit, I don't know. I mean, Solitude's dope as well, but Pall Mall, I think, is it's a unique enough mountain that I feel like it might be worth visiting. What up? 2 Wednesdays ago, some a bunch of useful info on your van. No, my van is 2-wheel drive. Luna is not 4-wheel. Have you ever been to Brundage? No, I've not. Why do you dislike Sun Valley? I just feel like it lacks some big mountain terrain that you typically find at other places. I just felt like it didn't necessarily have like a flavor of like a zone for big mountain stuff. It's a beautiful mountain. The Sawtooths are awesome. Town of Ketchum's really cool, but I feel like it's very heavy like groomer type skiing. What is this giveaway for? So I'm going to be giving away in this live stream right now. I'm going to be giving away 2 I don't know the exact details of it, but what's going to happen is I'll be giving you guys a code, which will be equivalent to probably around $250, I would think. Basically, so you can get whatever you want from the Montec website. So this could be a jacket, it could be bibs, depending on what you get. You might have some left over for something else, basically. But this way, you guys can pick exactly what you want. But I would think that it's equivalent to around the cost of a jacket or bibs. I just got hooked up with a bunch of new Montec gear, and so that's the way they did it. They gave me a code equivalent to a certain amount of money, and I could just kind of pick what I wanted from them. So that's my understanding, but depending on if you're not in the States, if you're in Canada, if you're in Europe, the code will be a little bit different. So I'll be giving away 2 in the stream, and then the plan is to do another 3 that's in a more of like a competition type of format or some sort of system. This is going to kind of rather be, to be honest, pretty subjective of just like giving someone a code in that sense. So that's the plan. Yeah, I talked to the community lead from who runs Dope Snow and also Montec, because they are the same same company, and his name was Tom. He really just couldn't have been like a more upfront guy about it all, and was just he wanted this whole thing to be genuine and not like he said the reason why they hesitated on reaching out for a little while is like they just didn't want anything to come across as not genuine, disingenuous. So I've been using the Montec gear for about 2 seasons now, and at this point, I mean, I have over 60 days this year on the Montec stuff, and I really haven't had an issue with the equipment. So I think it's obviously not $700 Arc'teryx, but it's also a fraction of the price. So take for that what you will. So I'm gonna probably just I don't know exactly how we want to do it, but I would prefer it if someone doesn't like Montec, or they're not going to use it, or they don't need it, there's no reason to kind of jump in on it. But if you need something, or you've been wanting Montec, like hell, all for it. So that's kind of the plan. Oh, and in that time, Chris Noddy with the 20. I'm on my way back from 2 Bluebird days at Mammoth. Stoke is very high. Aw, dude, those Bluebird days seem like a thing of the past now, dude. Thank you for the 20, dude. Hopefully you had a sick time up there. Mammoth has so much snow, man. And Bond with the 50. Bond, 50 bucks, Bond. What up, ready for the big trip? Here's a little something for the trip. Dude, that is huge. On top of everything that you continuously put in the pot every week, man. Thank you for the 50, Bond. Yes, the big trip is basically here. I am leaving first thing tomorrow morning. Had a few packages I had to wait to get. And obviously a trip of this size is just had to make sure everything was in order. So we are heading out tomorrow morning. And won't be back probably until March. So, Bond, thank you for the 50, dude. Logan with the 5. Yo, my skis broke last week. I got my first pair of mods. The B-Dogs, nice. And they're insane. Did you get my clips? I did get your clips, man. Those B-Dogs are nuts. That's the ski that's totally edgeless, right? It's a really gnarly park ski, like super soft. That's sick, dude. Will Papa Joe make any appearances on the PNW trip? Joe is actually planning on meeting me in Revelstoke for a day. The plan is to do Revelstoke, Kicking Horse, and then we were actually kind of slated to do a heli day, but we are a little bit reserved right now about the heli day because the snowpack in British Columbia is very iffy right now. It's some of the worst snowpack in the last 20 years about, so we're not exactly sure, but yeah, the plan is for Joe to come up for a few days, kind of in the middle of February, and then I'm actually ripping from Calgary down to Florida for a weekend of racing, and then back up to Calgary. So it should be kind of a gnarly little ripper. You can submit clips. Oh, Justin's got it. Thanks, Justin. There's really no way to join this giveaway. And I'm kind of, I don't necessarily have a plan for exactly how to make this work, because at the end of the day, I'm kind of just gonna pick 2 people that I feel like it'd be nice to have, someone who's just been a really sort of positive and interactive member of the community, just supportive person could be a good one, and then we just open it up to someone who really. Who needs it, or I don't know if we can run a competition right here on the spot, but yeah, I mean, there's really no method to this. I'm going to open up another one that has more entries, whether it's like submit some ski clips or put something together that makes you Stoke, something like that, so to give people a little bit more incentive and time to do it. So yeah, don't spam one right now because I'm already having a hard time going through the chat, so don't spam one at the moment. Eric with another 20. Not sure if I can catch Bond. Yeah, Bond's got the lead right now. Eric, thank you for another 20, man. I'm going to Florida to race cars. Yeah, I don't know how much kart stuff I'm doing this year, to be honest. Lucas loved the Palmau vid, my home base. Surprised he didn't show footage of the magic bus. Yeah, I never made it over to the bus, to be honest. I've been over there a few times before, but just, yeah, I didn't go off the top of Hidden Lake like that, so I just didn't really ever pass the bus, but it's a cool spot. Like your Sugar Bowl video, it's my home resort. Load in, ski the lines you do. I didn't. Yeah, that Sugar Bowl, man. That place is nuts. Nate's POV, love the vids, Lucas. Thank you. Pick a number 1 through 200. Whoever gets it right gets the code. That's kind of a sweet way to do it. For just a totally random one. Put me on the Montec solid stuff. Love it. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of a lot of stuff people say about Montec, but the fact of the matter is that it works. And you know, I think people who bully other people based on what they wear are sort of like just of like lower moral authority than everyone else. It's like bullying someone in high school for what clothes they wore. So taking my son to Mammoth for his second time skiing. I've been inspired by videos. We plan to be there for a week and a half to Mammoth. Let's go. My pants tore the crotch 2 weeks ago. What part of Florida? I'm going to be going south of Orlando, a place called Sebring. Sebring International Raceway in the BMW, yeah. Do a best logo competition so you can get Stoke Sweat tickets. Going to help supporting your mission. Good idea. The only problem with that is it requires people to have some sort of graphic design background or some sort of thing like that, but that actually is a good idea. $199 rails or jumps? I'm gonna have to go with jumps because I can't hit a rail. So thank you, Ryan Sedlek, for the $199. Would you ever consider making a video about you understanding the terrain park? Probably not. I just don't think it's a smart investment in terms of risk to reward. When are we getting more Abe Lucas duo action? I don't know. I would be surprised if we have any more stuff this year, just because I feel like Abe is, from what he told me, is just totally like, he's in Japan for weeks and he goes to Switzerland. Like, I just don't know if there'll be any more time in the winter, but it would be cool to link up even in the summertime and just hang out and do some stuff. But yeah, I'll be vlogging the racing for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely going to focus on trying to vlog more of the racing this year. Just, I get so, it's such a, what's the right word? I don't know. It's just, it's hard to be creative when I'm racing. So sometimes I don't even think about my camera. But yeah, my goal this season is to be filming a lot more because I think there's a lot of potential there. Coda or Laguna? I'm probably going to go with Laguna. I love Coda as well, but Laguna just has a little bit more of that scare factor where Coda's a very safe track, lots of run out, stuff like that. Laguna still has some semblances of kind of an old school track. I was just there in, when was I there? October maybe? I was driving a cup car. It was sick. I'm very interested in Montec gear, ready for a switch. Definitely make my GoPro videos look sick. Yeah, let's go, Chris. Tommy Voxman, don't care if people are Montec. You know, in a way I agree, but I also disagree with you on that because they've provided ski suits at a very affordable price to help people get into the sport, where the barrier of entry to get into skiing and snowboarding is already so high based on the equipment you need, the passes, and so it's very hard for people to spend a lot of money, you know, it's hard for people to spend hundreds of dollars on a suit. So I feel like Montec has really filled a gap where they provide good quality stuff at like a reasonable price point. So yeah, it's not like they sponsor a bunch of athletes or anything like that, but they said the reason they don't do that is because their stuff is so cheap right now that they don't do discount codes, they don't do like influencer affiliate links and stuff like that. So they are a new company, but Montec is just like a ski apparel brand, basically. Then you grow up and get old and don't care what others think what I'm wearing. Exactly, Bond. It's just sort of like an immature thing. Lucas, I got zipline goggles that have a huge Jerry gap in my helmet. What helmet do you use? Well, I would encourage you to refrain from using the term Jerry and stuff, but I use a Pret, what is it called? It's called a Pret Epic. Yeah, Pret Epic. These new goggles fit pretty well with the helmet, actually. Like, the curvature is really nice. It fits the Pret really well, but I've been using Pret helmets for a little while now. How do I win a kit? I'm basically giving a kit away at random. I think we're just going to do one of these is just going to be guessing a number. The other kit, I think I'm just going to be giving away by, you know, we're in here every week. I post videos, I would say 5 or 6 times a week, so people are leaving comments. So I think, you know, there's people in here who go out of their way to be just a positive influence on not only on myself, but the community as a whole. So I think there will be someone in here that just, it's kind of like getting an award in class, right? Like, so there will be someone. I think I might just pick someone who stands out to me. Well, to Eagle Point, says Gavin. That would be fun to go back. No, I'm not really saying Jerry is like offensive because, you know, I'm not. Yeah, I don't need to. I don't need to bring in more words that offend people. I just think skiing is a very intimidating sport, and I just think bashing other people who might be new to it or aren't as good, I think is just completely counterintuitive and just counterproductive to what we all represent and what we love about skiing. So when I hear people like making fun of other people who just because they aren't as experienced, I just don't know. It just doesn't really make sense to me. So yeah, I just don't necessarily. It's just not something I want to preach or necessarily support in the channel because it's all about getting out there and enjoying the mountains, not calling each other out for being not as good as other people or whatever it is. So that's all. It's not like you offended me on it, but I'm just trying to build something where people are supporting each other rather than being rude. Why are we just listing numbers now? Oh god. See, now I can't even read this shit, man. What camera do you shoot on? I use a Canon R6. You coming to Jackson this year? Probably. I don't know when. Alright, I'm just scrolling through all these. My 5 resorts in order: Big Sky, Steamboat, Crystal, Copper, Winter Park. Those are some sick resorts, dude. Between you and Joey Swall and gym culture, it's great to see people enjoying life, trying to be more inclusive and outgoing. I don't really know who Joey Swole is, but yeah, I think here's the thing. The more I do this and with the growth that the channel has had, you know, there's a very toxic side to ski culture for whatever reason, and it's been wearing me down more and more, unfortunately, because when I started, it was just like, you know, no one watches, no one gives a shit, so there's like a sense of innocence behind it, right? But then the more you do this and the more you put your life on the internet, like, this stuff piles up. So it's like, I just don't know where skiing became that, rather than like just this place where we can all go essentially escape the normal routine of our lives and have fun and enjoy the mountains. So yeah, I don't want to be the one to preach that, because I feel like I've seen people from Red Bull athletes, Olympians, right, all the way down to people who might be their first time on snow, and it's like, I could honestly give a shit how good you are, what you've done, what you haven't done. Like, it just isn't really the point of this. So, and you know, there's a great saying that I've lived my life, not even just with skiing, about, but just in general. It's like, if you know it, you don't speak it, and if you speak it, you don't know it. Meaning, if you have that much expertise, if you have that much wisdom and knowledge, typically those are the people who stay quiet and observe. And the people who are running their mouths and saying they've done this and that, I can ski anything you throw at me, I can ski, you know, I can ski everything, like, those typically are the people who can't. So yeah, look, man, at the end of the day, you got to be able to lay your head down at night and sleep with the decisions you make, whether that's calling someone a Jerry, picking on someone for their clothes that they wear. Like, that's on you. And I just make sure at the end of the day, like, I can sleep well. Even if someone mentioned something in here, like I was skiing at Solitude yesterday, and the van slipped out. I was in a very tight spot, and I ended up clipping the car next to me, and I did some damage to the front bumper, right? I could have just drove away, but I did the right thing. I felt really bad. I left a note. The guy called me, like, we figured it out, right? So it's instances like that where it's life's problems are going to find you. Like, I don't care how perfect you try to be or how good you think you are. The problems of life will find you. Take it from me. And so it's just, how do you react to those? And then at the end of the day, how do you deal with those so you can, like, go to bed at night knowing that you have some sort of good conscience on your thing. So I felt awful for what I did, but it was a total honest mistake, right? Like, accidents happen. So, but I could have drove away, hit and run, like, whatever. But yeah, I did what I thought was the right thing. I know I got to pay for it. I got to deal with it, but it's just a part of life. So, you know, and the worst part about that, which is why I've just been down a little bit, because I had people yelling at me from the catwalk at Solitude. Wow, what an idiot. That's Lucas. That's his van. What an idiot, dude. Like, oh my God, how could you do that? I'm like, really? This is what the shit I'm dealing with. It's like, you think I just meant to hit someone? You think like I did this on purpose, or you think I just totally cut in and just, after all the driving I've done, you think I just totally swiped this guy? Like, the whole van slid on a horizontal axis right into him because the front tire washed out. And I had people yelling at me, making fun of me about it, you know? And so I was just like, this is like, it's like, yeah. And I'm just like, this is just another test in my life, and it's a reflection on those people who, you know, who are essentially chirping me from the catwalk, you know, rather than, it's like, yeah, that was the worst part about the whole thing. 'Cause it's like, I know not a lot of people, not everyone likes me and shit, and they don't support what I'm doing, but like, to be like called out like that as I'm trying to figure this shit out, it's like, it was just like the worst. It was like just kind of appalling. It was like, yeah, just shitty. So I don't know how that started and where that was going, but how many days of skiing? I think I have around 63 or 64 days right now. I started around age 4 skiing about. Took your advice, easing into the wider boards, Nordica 104s. Last 2 days was awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, a wider board, I think, is I used the 106s the other day, and I as soon as I get into some bigger terrain, I just feel like a little bit iffy with them. So I think a wider ski just provides a little bit more surface area, depending on what you're doing. But I cannot backflip. I've never done a backflip on snow. When will I see you at the Bird again from Britain Moffat? I don't know, man. I think the Cottonwoods have it out for me, so I think I'm probably done with the Cottonwoods for a little bit. Do you think GoPro will release a Max 2 this year? I think we'll probably see a Max 2, yeah, this September, October. How many GoPros do you own? I own 2 Hero 10s and 2 Maxes at the moment. Late season skiing in Colorado, probably a basin. Do you use an external mic? I don't really use an external mic much anymore on my GoPros, to be honest. I just do a little bit of processing with the GoPro, but honestly, the audio right out of the Max is very good. Lucas, at what point in learning is it wise to get a new pair of skis? I bought a pair of beginner skis, but I'm now skiing blacks pretty comfortably. Yeah, I think if you were on beginner skis and now you're up into blacks, I think there is some merit in getting a more advanced ski that will help you progress that next level, because I do think the equipment, once you get to that level, is obviously a very big part of it. So, you know, as you get to that advanced expert level, the gear is going to do a lot for you. So that, you know, that's why they make skis at every few millimeters of underfoot, right? So I think it would be smart for you to try a new ski. How to make a living besides your YouTube? Right now, all my living is made on YouTube. In the summer, that will be different, but at the moment, it's all YouTube right now. So, thoughts on Buckhouse's clickbait game? Look, man, whatever. I don't even really know what you're referring to, but whatever Buckhouse does, man, is whatever he does. Would you say you chose this career path, or did this career path choose you? Chin. I don't know, man. Would you say you chose this career path? I almost think it's kind of a mix of the both. Like, I had wanted to be a YouTuber for a long time. So I had worked at making that, but it also kind of, like, looking back at my life, like, I went to school for biochemistry and then I got my master's in business, right? Like, that stuff, like, you wouldn't necessarily do that if you were just trying to be a YouTuber, right? So I think I've kind of stumbled into where I'm at right now, but like I said before, I've kind of set up the foundation, one, to have a versatile sort of path where if this doesn't work, or like in the summer when stuff really dies down, like, I have sort of other ways I can pivot in that. But I think it's a little bit of both. Do you have snow tires? I have, yes, they're BF Goodrich KO2s. They're 3P, you know, snow rated for all that sort of stuff. But they're not necessarily like a designated winter tire, but they are rated for extreme snow and stuff like that. You did the right thing, all that matters. Yeah, that's it. I mean, accidents happen, and it is what it is. Yeah, but I see a 15-year break. Sick. Terry Peak. Oh, the vids looks like for watching vids every day make me so stoked. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, Luna's fine, because honestly, the problem that happened, it was a very tough situation. Like, the way the van shifted when it kind of washed out and slipped, the dude's front, like the corner of his bumper was wedged between the ladder and my rear tire. So no matter if I went forward or backwards, like, I was going to be damaging his car. So I actually had to get the traction boards out of the back that are attached on the back of the box, which I've never used before, because I was just so stuck, and I couldn't even, it wasn't even like I could free a tire to put a chain on, like, so I literally had to get the traction boards out and kind of wheel my way out. But just doing that it kind of broke the front of his bumper, then like sort of the wheel arch fairing, you could say, kind of snapped off. So it's really all cosmetic, but yeah, Luna was fine because it was really just the ladder that kind of pulled the stuff back. But that parking at Solitude can be tough, because like they usually put me at the front because I'm like a van, but like that swing to get into the runway is like very, very tight. And I was honestly clear of the Tacoma next to me, but because I was swinging so wide to make sure I didn't clip him, that there was like a ditch with all the snow we've had that I couldn't really see. So then I got in the ditch and my front tire sunk into it, and then the whole van, like the rear of the van, shifted down the hill and went right into the dude's Tacoma next to me and was wedged in between the ladder and the tires. So that's kind of what happened. So yeah, they saw exactly, Matt. They saw their side, and you just gotta make, you can't really change someone's perception or of what happened, right? So can't imagine him being shitty to the ambassador of Stoke. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's just yeah, the whole other side of this stuff. I mean, 99% of the community is amazing, right? But there's always people who they just don't like what I'm doing, man. So plans on a European tour from Fresca 199. Yeah, I'd love to. Maybe next year. I'm not going to be in Park City next week, no. Eric with 50. Okay, wait. Shit. Yeah, I'm really behind. I'm going to skip down. Fook the haters, bring the Stoke, have a blast, life is too short, I'll the king of Stoke, end of the day, bring real life to all of us. No huge, unaccessible mountain line, so just the stuff that 98% of us do. Thank you, Eric. Eric with another donation, man, that's 50. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. You hit the nail on the head there, dude. Life is way too short, and honestly, it could all end tomorrow, right? So that's the kind of a huge motivation behind this whole channel, in general, right? It's just kind of not living with regret, and at least going out and trying. So I'm glad I can sort of be the beacon of Stoke and represent a little bit of what we try to do on the mountain. So I'm nothing crazy. I can't hit crazy cliffs or like crazy tricks in the park, but I think that's why we're all here. So thank you for the 50, Eric. And then Tom R with the 4.99. Lucas loves the vids. Keep it up. Thank you, Tom. I'm skipping down, so if I missed your thing, just say it again. Luna's gas mileage, probably around 15 or 16 miles to the gallon. Obviously a lot better on the highway and stuff like that, but really not bad. Don't worry, dude. Your inspiration to let go and go live life to the fullest. That's what it's about. Thank you, Lindsay Sessions. How long does it take you to edit videos? Right now, they're taking me longer because there's just more to them. I would say at the very least about 6 hours. Yo, what up, DC? Have you been in here this whole time? Oh Oh, my mom is in town this week. Jeff E says, I've spent more hours watching you ski than skiing myself this season. I'm good. The exhibits are awesome. What up, Dakota? Stoke's got sticker for the garage. That'd be sick. Just a big, like, crest or logo. That'd be dope. And only give it to the garage gang. You think the Solitude parking cam got footage of it happening? I'm sure it did, Chin, but just like I'm sure you see the van stuck in the ditch and stuff and like going back and forth. I don't think you would really see like the contact because it was on the other side. The guy was upset about it, understandingly, but he's been cool about it. Like, we took pictures. We're all good. I'm gonna try not to go through insurance for now, unless it. I'm gonna see. He's gonna give me an estimate on what it is, and figure out what to do from that. But do you have your itinerary set up for the trip yet? Basically, very loosely. Yeah, and my original itinerary like has all been changed because I was supposed to be in the Pacific Northwest like 2 weeks ago now. So what's gonna end up happening is what I see. I'm going to Washington, gonna ski my way up like quickly, like a day at Mount Hood, a day at Bachelor, a day at Crystal, blah blah blah, up to like Vancouver, through like Whistler, right? I gotta basically be in Revelstoke by like February 8th, so everything is kind of around that deadline. Then I'm actually going from Revelstoke essentially to Calgary, skiing my way that way, and then I gotta fly out for like a weekend. I'm gonna fly back to Calgary. I can see myself essentially going back the other way. I mean, I want to hit up Fernie, Panorama, Red, all that sort of stuff, but I could almost see myself going back, doing the PNW, and then back over to Utah, just to give stuff a little bit more time. But I don't really know, to be honest. That's kind of where I'm seeing stuff going now, is literally going up, over, and back and down and around, so. Gee, a dog to travel with, that would be sick. I've thought about it, but the problem is they're not allowed in national parks and stuff, which kind of stinks. Have you considered getting into motocross? I have not, man. Motocross is just a gnarly... Tons of respect for those people, because like the strength and the physicality it is, but I would rather be contained in a roll cage than be out like that. Any thoughts or praise for Michaela Schifrin? I don't even know what has happened with Michaela Schifrin. What's the biggest cliff you've ever seen? I don't even know how to quantify it. You know, I don't know like the size of it. Maybe 15 feet, 20 feet. You should make a trip to Targhee. It's worth it. I went to Targhee a few years ago. It's really fun. Crazy how the GoPro doesn't do what this guy is skiing justice. Skied some of his lines and they were gnarly. Yeah, the GoPro definitely flattened stuff out a little bit, but it's alright. You plan on coming back to New York to Syracuse at the slopes? I do not, man. You need to fill out a W-9 for your YouTube income. Yeah, when you set it up, you do, because you're gonna get you're gonna pay you gotta pay taxes on it all. But yeah, you set it up. You gotta verify your address, and then they just direct deposit at this point. So it's really nice. So you get paid. You get paid like between the 20th and the 25th of each month. So you get paid once a month from everything. So, what GoPro do you recommend? I have an 8 looking to get another. I would recommend probably the 11. I'm hesitant to recommend the Max to people because it's I think it takes a little bit of work to get the image right. So I do think you'd see a big upgrade from the 8 to the 11. So You should definitely think about making some vehicle stickers of your logo. Maybe a Stoke Sweat sticker. I would definitely rock some of those. We've talked about stickers. Yeah, I need to get a logo of some sort. I just haven't found something that really is like I would be like super stoked to have out there representing the Stoke squad. So I think I need to find some sort of designer. Shane with the 999 plans to come to ski Whitefish, Montana. I don't have any plans to do so, Shane. I would love to, but I just don't have plans right now. Bond with another 20. Extending the lead. Poor Luna. Here's for Luna. Get her some love. Luna is all good. She is ready to rock. I'm going to just top her off with some DEF fluid here, and then we should be good to go. But thank you for the 20. Luna is a beast. We're all good. Luna felt bad, but we're all good. You should give out spots to your Discord. I do not mountain bike. I will not be going to Vermont. Dakota with the 426 podcast interview you did on the lift. Thank you, man. That was a lot of fun. The lift stopped like right as we were about to get off. Gave us a little bit more time too. Are you going to go to red? Yes, I will be going to red. The plan is out the window. The plan is long out the window. You ever feel lonely living as a nomad in Luna? At the moment, no. You know, I mean, I do have... Like, when I'm back in Park City, I'm able to see my family, my sisters, stuff like that, so it's not as bad. But honestly, like this trip we're about to go on, like, dude, it is gonna be like, there's just not even time to feel lonely, put it that way. That's why I love the van stuff, because it's so incredibly stimulating. You're constantly making decisions. It's exhausting, but there's never a dull moment. From where are we sleeping, like, did it just snow on us, where are we getting food, like, and then all the editing, right? So I feel like there just isn't really a lot of time to actually feel lonely. But I've spent a lot of my time by myself, largely when I was studying biochemistry. That was a very isolated 4 years that I went on, so it's kind of, yeah. I've missed so many questions this stream. I feel awful. I just can't. What's something you want to learn or are working to improve on? I'm trying to get a little bit more comfortable with like I don't know if it'd be a stale grab. Trying to get a little more comfortable with like grabbing the tail of my ski in the air, and I'm also trying to get more comfortable when I do drop a little cliff to like just be a lot more tight and solid rather than feel like I'm kind of rolling the windows down on them. So I want to be a little bit more comfortable in the air. I feel comfortable when it's like a controlled jump, like a park jump, let's say, but I want to be able to be comfortable just like on random side hits and a little bit more freestyle type of terrain. So, and then just constantly working on getting my turns up to par, but yeah. God. You see sponsorships as a major revenue opportunity in 2023? Only if it's the right sponsorship. You know, that's why I've been hesitant. I mean, I've gotten a lot of crap, you know, that I just refuse to promote on the channel, right? So that's lots of instances where I've put the connection with you guys and the integrity of the channel over, I don't know, making $500, let's say, right? So only if it's something that I actually believe in, like Zipline, right? I don't really make money from that, but they give me gear. An affiliate code with GoPro, obviously that's been like a huge part of my career is GoPro. So, but nothing like, yeah, just have to be the right thing. The problem with sponsorships a little bit is that they limit you, right? So it's like you could be sponsored by, you can become an icon athlete, but like, what, then you can't ski any epic resorts, right? So it's like you gotta be a little bit careful with that. But I would love to do more things like the Deer Valley stuff, where resort pays us and we go hang out and ski and stuff like that. I think that's a realistic way that isn't really throwing any crap to you guys, but is a nice way to sustain the channel as well. So since you have experience with Sotheby's, do you enjoy being in the real estate scene? You know, real estate is cool, especially when you're out in a place like this. I mean, you know, I've seen places from, you know, I've seen bungalows down in Salt Lake up to, you know, $50 million estates and, you know, average $10-20 million ski homes, just like it's nothing. So it's really cool getting to see houses like that in the different neighborhoods and things like that. The way I did it was working for a brokerage. Like, it was a very stressful thing because you had 200 to 300, you know, real estate agents tend to be very sort of type A. So it's, you're dealing with like the dynamic of like actually working for the brokerage, but then also pleasing all of these agents who they want their stuff yesterday, right? And they need to go live 2 days ago. So very high stress environment for real estate, but it got me very quick with editing because we would have turnaround times of like literally 24 hours, like full length videos. So any paintball this summer? Yes, I'm super stoked. I actually just bought a bunch new gear. Very stoked to play some more paintball this summer. Chris with the 20 Stoke Squad sticker designer budget and pre-order. Damn, Chris already got that pre-order going. I would way rather live in Salt Lake than Denver. Yes, I have a personal vehicle. I've had a 2010 Audi A4 that's basically on its last leg. Going back to Steamboat Springs, I don't know. I would love to, but no plans right now. Ever thought about hiring a full-time editor? No, I don't think I would ever outsource my editing. If anything, I would hire someone to help drive the van. But yeah, the editing is very, very special and unique, I feel like. So I just don't think... I mean, there's a whole thing with Casey Neistat when he hired Dan Mace for a while, which was kind of like the whole second half of his career. And he said that he hired Dan Mace to make things easier, and it got like twice as hard. So I just think it'd be very difficult to hire someone as an editor, like give them the footage, tell like it just, I think that would be I would rather have a shooter, someone to help me shoot on the mountain, but the editing is like I already have it done in my head before I've sat down on the computer. I just need like I can't work quick enough to match what's already done. If that makes sense. Mark, look forward to joining your journey with Luna. Let's get some gas station shots at Love's going again. Dude, I can't wait for some good old truck stops, dude. Thank you for the 10. Dan, member for 1 month. What up, Lucas? Any thoughts on adding another ski to my quiver? Currently I have Enforcer 100s. Would Armada JJ 116s be worth adding for big pow days? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it necessarily has to be the JJ, right? It's a great ski. I love it. But I think getting something that's wider, like a 100 and a 116 would be a great combo. Something that has a little bit more of a rocker to it. I find that's what really helps you in POW. But yeah, I would look at definitely something in that 116 to 120 girth if you're looking for a big POW day. I think even if you went with a 110, you'd still be pretty similar to what you have. But yeah, definitely I would get you something a little bit bigger. Any new sponsors for the M2? Not right now, no, Parker. Good question, but yeah, no new sponsors for the M2. Should be a good year because they're bringing another car into the class. We're going to be racing against the Honda Civic as well, which will be kind of fun. What PB gear did you swoop? I got some new pants. I got the TRK Airs, a lighter jogger. I ended up getting a new tank with the adjustable regulator so I can change where it is. What else did I get? Oh, I ended up getting a new mask as well. And that might be it. Biggest things was the mask, the tank, and the new pants. How did you learn video editing? YouTube, mostly. Just learned it all. Just went out and did it. I mean, at this point, I've made more videos than I even know. But yeah, you just got to make a lot of videos. Will Luna be getting a toilet anytime soon? Probably not. All right, let's do one of these. So we're gonna I shoot a 68.45, Alex. Yeah, 68.45. Let's give away one set. If you guys missed it, I'm basically gonna be giving you guys a code. That you can use that's going to be equivalent to, I don't know, some sort of money. I don't know exactly. So if I would only recommend you guys, enter this if you really think you need something, rather than just try to get something to like resell it, let's say. But you guys, I guess, can do whatever you want. I don't know how many people are going to enter this, but this one's going to be totally random. Yeah, Justin, I'm probably going to need your help on this a little bit. I think what we're going to do is I'll think of a number. Justin, I'm going to DM you the number right now so that way you know I don't change it. And that way we can both look for it. And let's just say number 1 through 100, because I don't think we'll have more than 100 people enter this. But don't start yet. And I'm gonna have you guys put in your number. All right, Justin, I just sent you a DM with the number. Okay, so here we go. Everyone put in a number 1 through 20, starting. Oh my god, this is a mistake. All right. Well. All right, just stop. Just stop if you can. All right, as soon as this... All right, we have a winner, Victor. Victor is the winner. Yeah, the problem with the random generator, I did that in the other giveaways. I end up having 1,000 people I got to put into a spreadsheet, and it gets like takes me all day to do. All right. Yes, Victor, if you're in here, you picked off the number right in the beginning. Please email me like with where you're located basically, and I will get you sorted. Victor Manninger. The number was 17. Yeah, that was a big mistake. What are your top 3 people to ski with? My dad, Abe Kislevitz, and probably my dad again. Justin is putting it... Yeah, that was not the way to do it. I honestly did not expect that many people to be spamming, and you know people rip more than once. But that was maybe not the right way to do that. Victor, that's my email. It's literally my first name at firstlast.com. Send me an email, and we will go from there. How many cars will be in a TCX field? I think we'll have around 12 to 15. I think there's only a handful of Civics. To be honest, I don't really know. I talked to the series manager yesterday. He said there's about 4 Civics right now. We might see a little bit bigger field. Icon or Epic? Depends where you live. I think Icon's pretty good for Utah. Epic is pretty good for like Colorado, let's say. But it really just depends what mountains you're trying to hit. I think they're both great passes. So is this giveaway sponsored by Montec? Yes, Montec gave me five codes to give away, and I'm giving away two of them tonight, and then the other 3. Victor, I just got your email, man. Victor, are you located in the United States or are you in another country? You have 2 moms? I have a mom and a stepmom, if that counts. You listen to music ever while you ski? Not really. I feel like I used to. But yeah, right now, especially when I'm by myself, I don't. Are you concerned about the Whistler traffic? The other day I watched a video that took someone 5 hours to get from Creekside to 2 hours. Kind of, I guess. I mean, I guess there's traffic everywhere. I'm probably going to try to aim to do Whistler on a weekday, so I don't have to deal with that. I just hopped here as my homie Vic was freaking out on Discord. He's stoked. D-Rock, bro. Nice, dude. Okay, gotcha. Boise, Idaho. Sick. When are you going to Whistler? Probably like February 4th, 5th, 6th. How'd you get into racing? My dad got me into racing. It's not something that's very easy to get into, I will say that. Are you doing more than one giveaway? I'm giving away another one that will be... I was just going to pick someone in here. But there will be 3 more that I'll give away as well. Just not in here. Timmy, thank you for the $2.99, dude. Are you gonna make it to Jackson for Kings and Queens? No, I will not. Yes, I don't really wax my skis. I should. Are we going to Schweitzer? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I can never answer these questions. Are you going here? Are you going there? It's like, I don't really know. Maybe, maybe not. 99mm waist for the East Coast? Absolutely. I think that should be great. I can do clips. I gotta load them. I haven't really loaded the clips yet. But, what width do you recommend for an all-mountain ski? Somewhere between 100 and 110mm if you're in California. Matt, welcome to the Stoke Squad, my friend. Welcome. Need new goggles. Montec any good? If so, how do I win the good? I've never used Montec goggles. I don't know if they're any good. You do anything with motorcycles? I do not. Zero 10 just as good for a head mount camera. The Hero 10's not going to be as wide, for sure. I think for POV headcam stuff, the Max is definitely the best. But the Hero 10 will give you a little bit more versatility. But yeah, I think you might be a little bit discouraged with the POV you get from the Hero 10. But you could do a Hero 10 with like the Max lens mod could work pretty well. But if you really just wanted the headcam, the Max would be great. Who owns the race team? The person who owns the team I'm racing with now, his name is Tyler Stephenson. But I've raced on other teams, like just different owners of the teams, I guess. If you could only ski one place rest of your life, where would it be? Probably Snowbird. As a snowboarder, is there any way to get down Jupiter without getting stuck in the flat? Yeah, you just can't go down and get stuck in the pond. You gotta either push around the pond or you gotta stay to the other side. You just know there's a pond right in the middle. So if you get sucked straight down the fall line, you'll end up in the pond. So don't get lured into that area. Yeah, I love my Pret helmet. Just bought zipline goggles. Yesterday, used your code. Let's go, dude. My family love your content. You're always on the go, pumping out videos, ripping all the time. Thank you, man. I'm doing my best, trying. What goggles do you recommend? I recommend these Zipline Podium XTs right here. They're way better than the Ziplines I had been using. They just feel a lot more refined. These are really nice. I don't have any issues with them. You know, obviously something like an Oakley goggles, like really good, or a Smith, they make great goggles. I've just used Ziplines for the past 5-6 years, so. Favorite GoPro attachments? I really just use a head like a head mount, and then my big selfie stick. The suction cup is nice for like time lapses. I have other stuff I'll use, but when it comes to skiing stuff, I really don't use that many attachments. Waiting for the Max 2. But I've been waiting for 2 years. Grant Lee with the $9.99. Ray Johnson with 10. Peace and blessings to everyone. We appreciate both you guys, Grant and Ray. Thank you guys for the 10, man. How does the snowfall this year compared to other years of skiing? This has by far been the best year of snowfall that I can remember. So places are already over 400 inches of snow. I mean, it's insane being halfway through the season. So this is probably the best. This is the best year of snow that most of us will see in a long time, I feel like. It'll be hard to top it, put it that way. I went to a place called Hobart College, just east of RIT. Bennett. Recommendation for snowmobiling. I think the place might be called Four Season Adventures. I don't know if they're still in business, but to be honest, I don't know too many snowmobiling places, Ron. Oh, DC's got you. Wasatch Excursion. There you go. Have you ever tried Ben Chetler skis? I have not tried Ben Chetler skis. You racing in the 6 hour again? That is the plan, is to be racing in the 6 hour. So it'll be in a different car, but same Porsche Cup car, but a different one because that other Cup car got wrecked at Laguna Seca. So, but yeah, we should be in the 6 hour in the Cup car, which will be sick. It's in July. I'm stoked. I actually might be doing a full season of endurance racing in that cup car, so I'm still... I actually was just talking to the dude today, Michael. We're doing a little... His first race is March 24th, 26th here at Utah, so I'm going to be helping him out, coaching him there, and then I go to Sonoma the next week for our first race, but I might be running a full endurance season with him in the cup car, which would be sick. Lucas, would you consider yourself an adrenaline junkie? I would not. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I would definitely consider myself an adrenaline junkie. I think, yeah, I need a big hit of something. That's why I feel like I feel like I'm an addict sometimes, where I need a hit of something. And to be honest, sometimes skiing just doesn't do it. I don't get the bong hit of adrenaline that I'm looking for sometimes, like I do with racing or even paintball. But yeah. Best advice regarding ski boot selection? That's a good question. It's getting chilly in here. I do not think Double L is the best choice for everyone. It sounds like a no-brainer, but obviously go into places and try different boots on. I think understanding that a boot's going to pack out and that you want a boot to have a little bit more of a performance fit to it rather than, something that feels good on your feet in the store. You want it to feel a little bit snug. It's going to pack out. Definitely get like a footbed. We'll make it really nice. You can get them heat molded as well. But I wouldn't say that Del Bell is the best choice for everyone. It's kind of just like a ski. It's kind of just personal preference. But definitely try on different boots. And I think your best, the people who fit the boots there, like those are the people who know more than anyone. So. Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, the World Cup DV is gonna be sick. Yeah, racing is extremely expensive. I would not say it's necessarily a hobby for the owners. A lot of the team owners, you charge like what we do right now, what we've done for a while is you pay, you have a set fee for the whole weekend that you're paying these teams that covers tires, fuel, entry fees, everything else. And then it's on the team owner to delegate, how are they going to make profit off that? They got to fly their crew out there. They got to get the equipment out there. Right. So you kind of work backwards from the number that you're charging to try to make a profit. But the bigger teams definitely make a lot more money. And if you're doing it with more club guys, and you're racing every weekend, it's easier to make more money. But yeah, racing is a business just like anything else. So it's, but yeah, it's definitely pretty intricate in that sense. Have you shot any other ski events like you did at Copper? Yeah, I used to shoot, or 1 year I shot the FIS World Cup from, park skiing to GS skiing to the moguls to the aerials. So that was really fun. When I worked in television, I got to just go around for a week and shoot the FIS World Cup. It was dope. Yo, Lucas, Canada video's awesome. Love the editing. Thank you, Ronnie. What up, dude? Eduardo Aspen. I would check out Snowmass. Snowmass is pretty sweet. Buttermilk, I think, would be good for an intermediate ski level. And store that sells Montec, I honestly have no idea, but I'm sure you could. I don't. I actually don't know if they sell Montec in stores. Do you wax your own skis or just pay to have it done? I do not wax my own skis, nor do I really pay for it to get it done, because I just don't really do it. So neither. But yeah, definitely I don't know how to wax my own skis. Do you think 90 underfoot is enough for an advanced intermediate skier, all mountain? Yeah, I think so. I think you could go a little wider if you wanted to, but I think you can definitely get that, you know, you can definitely use that. Gavin, welcome to the Stoke squad. I can do clips. You guys got to give me a second to get them loaded. I haven't loaded any clips up. I only have 2. Just did 70,000 vert in 2 days at Mammoth. Holy shit, dude. That is non-stop. Used to average max speed of 30. Now I'm hitting 55. Let's go, Chris. Thanks for all the Stoke. My pleasure, dude. That is sick. 35k vert in a day. 55 miles an hour. Jeez, dude. Chris is going to show all of us up at the Stoke Squad meetup, man. Has Luna ever stopped working on you? I have definitely had my fair share of issues with Luna, but nothing like debilitating. The Dual Moguls is probably the best event to go to. If you're gonna go to one event up there, the Dual Moguls is what you want to go to. Did you go to college for film science? I did not, man. I did not study any sort of photo or video in college. Here we go.
Yo! Yo!
First clip from Isaiah, the GOAT from Big Sky. He's got a big clip for us.
Yo! Yo!
Let's go. That is a humongous clip, dude.
Yo! Yo!
Was this at Big Sky, Isaiah?
Yo! Yo!
Eric with another 10. Bong hit of adrenaline. You guys know what I meant. Just sort of that, like,
Yo!
oh.
Yo! Yo!
I'm considering a van logistically. What's the biggest challenge being on the road for long periods of time?
Yo! Yo!
I think it's highly season dependent. Winter is just extremely tough with parking. Not that you always find a parking spot, but the summer is just so much easier for finding places to sleep at night. The winter can just be really tough. So that's probably the hardest thing, especially if you're moving around a lot, because you're always trying to find a new spot, and sometimes it feels like you're sleeping with one eye open, but and it's just a lot of freaking work by yourself. From like doing dishes, like you take it for granted to have hot water, right? The whole aspect of your home being also the van, it's like just adds a whole nother layer of stress with it. But if you could afford to splurge on any one piece of equipment, what would it be? Boots, bindings, or skis? I would probably say boots, man.
Yo!
How long did it take your Montec gear to arrive? I ordered my Montec gear on Saturday, which so it wasn't even really a business day, and it arrived today. So it did not really take that long. I'm going to try to download this other clip, but sometimes... Okay, I think it's going to work. I want to let me load this clip in. I wonder if I can just do it this way. Power day at Blue Mountain. It was a blast. Got some clips in the park for you guys. Let's go. Give it to me. Armada skis the B-Dogs. Sick. Damn, Logan is absolutely shredding this park up. Let's go. See if I can load it this way. Sometimes they just don't drop in. Oh yeah, see now it goes. What the hell? Does it itself. It just automatically hides the stick as long as the camera is up and down with the pole, if that makes sense. Mayflower Resort being built. I think it's a tough resort to build, man. I think that whole shoulder just doesn't get any snow, so you know, it might help sort of alleviate some of the traffic, but yeah, I think it's gonna be tough on low snow years. That whole face where they're building Mayflower just doesn't get snow. I'm so beyond grateful for this, man. Thank you so much, dude. You're welcome, man. Thank you for the support. It's the least I can do after all this time, dude. So I'll be in touch with that code, and then you should be able to just order whatever you want with it. Any deets about the meetup? The meetup's March 11th and 12th. One day at Park City, one day at Solitude. Another clip. Let's see. Trester, did you send it recently, or was it from last week? You got freezing in here. 43 degrees. I got a clip from Owen. This will be a good clip. Screenshot. No. Literally always click the wrong one. Ooh, we got a small clip. Said it's hard to get rowdy with only 600 feet of vert. Let's go, Owen. Let's go, just tearing over that little grass stuff. Sick. I can hear the ice. I got more clips. Wait for it. This is why I load them ahead of time. Good old mammoth. Dude, those almost look like this. Good old mammoth. Dude, those almost look like the Stoke elks for a second. This is Chris's first GoPro clips. Let's go, chair 5. I run about a 12 din on my bindings now, but yes, I've had definitely premature releases. Have you ever been to Crested Butte? No, I have not. I know planning is very fluid for the trip. I'm hoping you hit Alp until it's ski in, ski out from the RV parking lot Monday. Closed. Monday was closed? Yeah, I'm planning to do one day at Alpentel. As far as a date range, I would think I would be my first Washington resort next Tuesday or Wednesday. Chris with another clip. Oh, he dumped a goalie. God damn, dude's a madman. When you need 100K and come out to the East Coast, I will hook you up with tickets to Five Mountains, PA. Alright, man, I'll hold you to it. Sick, dude. GoPro footage looks rad for your first time, dude. Chair 5, that was fun. My next video is learning about Horizon Stabilizer. Yeah, Horizon Leveler. Thanks for the share, dude. Thanks for putting in the work to get them, man. The music overran the date range you said. Could you please repeat it? Let me think about this. I would expect that I'm in Washington early next week. Monday, Tuesday. It's going to be 2 feet on Friday at Big Sky, dude. Let's go. Can't wait to see it, Isaiah. That's going to be epic. So the 100K sub East Coast trip is a go. You heard it here. No goalpost move. I feel like we moved them to 500,000. 250. We'll meet in the middle. The Indy Plus Pass is valid at any time. Indy Pass Plus. Hey Lucas, I noticed your channel grow quite a bit in a short time. How did you do it? What advice can you give me with a whopping 3 subscribers and 50 ski videos? I really didn't do anything. I mean, I've been doing YouTube for 4 years with 300, almost 400 videos now, so it's not necessarily like it grew like overnight. It's been, the seed has been planted for a while. It just recently kind of got some traction with the ski videos, but yeah, I would encourage you to just take care of the people who do watch your videos and make sure you're responding in your comments and stuff like that. I don't know what kind of videos you make, but you do have to try to do something a little bit different nowadays and something that's going to stand out. But are you doing it for subscribers, or are you doing it for, because you enjoy sharing videos? Yeah, I wouldn't blame the algorithm. I wouldn't blame YouTube or anything like that. Matt with the 20, starting a CB fund. Crested Butte fund. Let's go, Matt. Or we could make CB whatever we want. Matt, thank you for the 20, dude. I feel like that was a long time ago. Any skiing or snowboarding content creators? Abe Kislevitz. Yeah, Abe. I don't know, man. I really don't watch any skiing or snowboarding related stuff. The only thing I'll watch is Slush, which is like where they play a game of horse with skiing, basically. But that's like for park skiing and stuff like that. Yeah, I really don't watch any... I don't watch any winter stuff. What I watch a lot on YouTube, which is so weird, is watching people go out and take photos. Like, something about watching people walk around with like a camera on their chest and just like taking photos. I love watching that sort of stuff. Bachelor, then Meadows, and maybe just leave Bachelor alone until the return trip. Yeah, I was just gonna do Bachelor and then Meadows and then up to Washington. Is there a problem with that? Jonas says, what's up? I DM'd you last week about car camping for the first time to ski out in Colorado. I had to let you know because I had a lot of fun. Greatly. Oh, nice, dude. You ended up going. Let's go. I'm stoked it all worked out. Powder Tuesday. Oh, the whole mountain's just closed on Monday. That's rad. Ron with the 20. Weekly church. Luna Fund, much love. Ron, we appreciate you, man. You've been in the Stoke squad for a while now. Weekly tithe to the squad, dude. Thank you so much, Ron. Yeah, at this rate, I should be at Meadows on Friday and at this rate, I should be at Bachelor on Friday and Meadows on Saturday. Wow, I'll run on you. Let's go, Logan. I'll hold you to it. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Woo. The Indie Plus Pass, guys. The Indie Pass Plus is valid on the weekends. The regular Indie Pass is not. You have a creative goal in mind for the remainder of the season? Or is it just let's get through this ski season? Yeah, I think at this point it's just a matter of getting through the season. I mean, February is kind of the last big hoorah, to be honest, with the channel, I think. So trying to capitalize on the trip is kind of my next big goal. I would love to try to do another sort of another trip, another sort of a trip of some sort, if possible, if the opportunity comes up. But then I think it's starting to transition more into the racing stuff and seeing how I can fit that in. But yeah, a lot of it's just going to be trying to get through this trip, to be honest, in just the month of February. How was customs at the border? When I flew, it was no problem. Skip. So now I'm skip Bachelor. Well, this is where this stuff just starts becoming an issue, because it's like, you know, conditions aren't prime somewhere or whatever. So then it's I either just got to stick to the schedule and just hit stuff, and whatever's open is open, or, you know. I don't think I have a GG photo just yet. I got it. So this is what I had for my itinerary. Bachelor, Mount Hood Meadows, White Pass, Crystal Mountain, Alpentel, Mission Ridge, Stevens Pass, and then Mount Baker. I think this would even work. But yeah, back to back to back to back to back just probably isn't gonna work. Whistler. Because I'm gonna get shit for not spending enough time at Whistler, but if I gotta be in Revelstoke by the 9th. White Pass? Where the hell is White Pass? Yeah, so all this is already shifted. Bachelor, Meadows, White Pass on Sunday. Crystal on Monday. Up until on Tuesday. I'm not skipping anything. The whole point is to go to different mountains. And honestly, spending multiple places at one mountain, just like from a video YouTube perspective, just does not perform as well. There's a mountain in Vancouver that like you can go night skiing and the whole city lights up underneath you. That's what I want to find out what mountain that is. Five minutes left of the stream. Oh my god. Yo, it is literally freezing in there. Logan, we appreciate you, man. Shit, wrong one. Yeah, Grouse Mountain, that's the one. That's the one. Roberto, $4.99. Fit to screen. Little something for the trip. Keep it still going. Safe travels. I appreciate you, dude. Three amigos. Damn, we're missing Zach and Celeste. Any advice for someone dealing? Dude, I would just tell you that the imposter syndrome like never goes away. I feel like an imposter every day doing this stuff. So I think if you want to do something, you have to just do it and commit to it, because one day you're gonna die and you're gonna be sitting there saying, wow, I wish I just tried. I wish I just started. I wish I just went for it, because now at this point in my life, I don't really care what anyone else thinks about me. So you need to just make a decision and just commit to it. And not commit to it for like 2 months or like a week or 4 months. Like, you need to commit, do it, make a decision, and commit to it as like your entire lifestyle and being. So if like you really want to start a channel and have some sort of, whether it's just to make videos or to somehow turn this into, you know, a way to earn money, like, you just make a decision, commit to it, and just, as cheesy as it sounds, not let anything or anyone like stand in your way to do that. So whether it's your dad, your mom, your friend, like if you want to do something, like you're gonna die one day, so use that as like motivation. Dude, this looks like a fun trio, I will say that. There's always paraphernalia on the table. Yeah, dude, that's a lot of paraphernalia to Garage Gang members ratio is at an all-time high.